Welcome to Multiple Nerdgasm with your hosts, Matt, Luke, and Dan. Multiple Nerdgasm, your guide to all things nerdy.
I'm going to start off this week by saying, happy birthday, Matt. I have a present for you.
Ooh. Thanks, man.
I'm going to post
what is it?
into the chat right now, except I've forgotten where the chat window's open. Let me find that.
In the chat?
Just in the spreadsheet, down there.
Yeah.
Last week, I gave you Planet Coaster.
I installed and I opened that, and then I was like, oh man, this is fucking complicated, and I haven't gone back to it yet.
Well, now I've got your DLC for it as well.
Oh,
Here's
thanks,
World's
man.
Fair pack.
Oh, World's Fair? That sounds fun. Thanks, man.
Not a problem.
I appreciate it.
I got it as part of a humble bundle that I never opened.
Don't tell me that.
Just so you know, Luke, my birthday is in a few weeks. So,
yeah.
It's all right. I've got some stuff ready for you.
Excellent. You don't tell people when you're giving them some cheap shit you don't want. Just a tip.
I don't know why I still give money to Humble Bundle every month, but I don't play any of the games.
Oh, do you have the subscription?
Yeah, and I've got like the old school subscription, so when they've going to change it, I'm like on a higher tier for what I'm paying.
Right.
Because now they've changed it. It's now, instead of just a random few games, they give you 10 choices, and you can pick any 10 games from a selection of 12.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not that great.
you're not picking the ones you want. You're just picking the ones you don't want.
Yeah.
Which of these two don't you want?
Yeah, which of these games sucks? So you just, but hang on, but you don't get any choice. You just get what you're given.
No, I still get to choose, but I don't know. I think I'm paying less than what I would if I signed up now because they changed the subscription service.
Are you paying less than you would be paying if you only bought the games from it that you actually wanted to play?
Oh, most definitely.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
The games
if
that
I
you're
have
not
a
playing.
look, yeah, I'm never going to play them, but if I have a look, how much is Planet Coaster? Planet Coaster is $16.
When that map, that first, I don't know, have you played Planet Coaster, Luke?
No, I think I own it already, though.
Yeah, okay. Well, I opened it up and it loads up in the first theme park. It seems like you've got to manage and upgrade a bunch of theme parks. That's what it seems like so far. And the first one is like a pirate theme park, and it's fucking huge. And it didn't give me any instructions on what to do. I figured out how to zoom around and look, and then I was like, this is fucking elaborate. And
a lot more than you're expecting.
Yes, so I am going to play it because it does look fucking great, but I think I need a manual or something.
Well, now you can start your own World's Fair.
Yes, but luckily there's YouTube, which will teach me. That's how I learned to play Civ well-ish.
Are we talking like retro World's Fair? Like old-timey, like debut of the elevator World's Fair?
Yeah, electrocuting an elephant. Can I electrocute an elephant?
I only think of that one World's Fair. Were there any others?
I think so. That was a thing, wasn't it?
I don't think it was. I think there was one.
No. It was every 5 years or so for like 50 years.
Really? Because I only know of that one.
Where they
from Men in Black.
electrocuted the elephant.
Yeah, and where the alien spaceships landed.
Isn't the Seattle Needle thing a World's Fair thing, isn't it? Or am I made that up?
No, you're probably right. There's a bunch of stuff. I mean, the World's Fair is the reason that Americans eat hot dogs and French fries.
Hot dogs are awesome.
Hot dogs are not awesome.
I love hot dogs.
There was a World's Fair where they had exhibits of people from all around the world, and they had like black people in cages and stuff.
God. Oh, I mean, is that in the DLC?
Yes.
Right. I can see why it's been tossed into the Humble Bundle. We can't sell this, but we can force people to play it.
Trying to find something really good for Dan's birthday now.
Mate, did you see the fucking glasses Jenna got me?
No.
I sent you guys a snap of...
Did you?
She got... Yeah. It's a Blade Runner, the vinyl of the album.
I saw the vinyl.
I saw the
Fucking
vinyl.
great.
Yeah. I think that's what we were looking at.
So next to it was a bottle of the Blade Runner jacket.
I saw that.
That I
Johnny
saw
Walker
as well.
that I
That
got.
was awesome.
And below that, holding some of it, was a glass.
Oh, I thought you meant glasses as in eyeglasses.
Oh, no. As in, like, whiskey glasses.
Well, well, now I need to see them again.
I'll send you a snap of just the glass. That's why I was like, if I made this too elaborate, I'm burying the lead here, which is that I have these fucking awesome glasses now.
You should call them a tumbler.
Tumbler?
And it can explode into a motorcycle.
40 years old, mate. I don't call them tumblers.
No, but that's what they are, aren't they? Tumblers? You get whiskey tumblers, don't you?
Is that what you
Is
call
that
them?
something I've made up?
Dan,
I thought it was a
you're
thing.
an adult. What do you call them?
I thought whiskey glasses were low balls, or is that just a specific type of whiskey glass?
I don't know.
You know about low balls,
Google
Matt.
will
You're
tell me.
40 now.
Yeah, sure.
Whiskey? See, I put in whiskey tum and it finishes with tumbler and shows me glasses.
Yeah, well, when I type in low balls, once I've scrolled through all the gay porn, I mean, I do see whiskey glasses.
Well, I'm posting in down the bottom a link to what Harrison Ford drinking from one, and then I'll send you a snap of me
Ooh.
drinking from one later.
Why don't you just take a picture of both of you drinking from the same glass?
All right. Oh, we can't. So we're socially isolating right now. He won't
Yeah.
come around. So what have you guys been doing?
Social distancing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So
That's about it.
just playing video games as usual for you, Luke.
Actually, I haven't been playing video games. I've been sitting here trying to decide which video game to play
Oh, yeah.
for about 2 days now.
I've done a bit of that this week too. Oh, those are nice, Matt. Those are nice.
I need those glasses. But no, I finished 2 games very, very quickly because of mods.
Oh,
So you cheated.
Surviving.
there's
There's a game,
always
Surviving
something, isn't
Mars.
there? Yeah.
Surviving Mars. It's on Game Pass and it's on Windows and also Xbox. And they've came out with some mods for it where you just put these mods on and it unlocks all the achievements in 30 seconds.
I like how he's like, "Yep, I finished the game."
Yeah. Did you though? When you say they, you mean the developer put this mod out?
No,
No.
the developer allows mods
They-
and then nerds went out and made the mods for me.
I thought your only proviso for it not
For you.
being, quote, cheating is if the
Yeah, the
developers
developer
themselves have allowed for it.
Mhm.
The developer allows mods.
That's a very, very broad spectrum then, isn't it?
Does TrueAchievements.com give this mod a pass? Is that how?
That's where I found it.
Yeah, see.
Well, see, it was a game that I was never ever going to get like a finished completely because it's an RTS where like you got to set up and create a colony on Mars and
Mm-hmm.
very specific goals. So
No, continue justifying it. Go on.
I mean, it certainly sounds like a shit game that you'd want to only play 30 seconds of. I've not
Yeah.
got any interest in setting up a colony on Mars. That sounds boring to me.
Yeah.
hey, I did buy the DLC so I could unlock that as well. So I gave them some money.
I'm sure they're like so pleased that you bought their game that they spent like months and months working on so that you could put
Yeah.
a mod on and just grab the achievements and then throw it in the trash. But
That's how I roll.
I know. You just make me laugh.
Oh, my gamer score at the moment is 733,733.
Fucking hell. I don't even know what
Yeah.
mine is.
Sounds rather high, but I
I bet
wouldn't
Luke
know.
knows.
Maybe I've got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Fuck
find
knows.
out for you.
No,
Yeah.
don't find out.
It'd be quicker for him to look than for me to look. I don't even know where to look.
On the website, not good with this. Where are my friends on here?
I want to start a new game for the quarantine, which is why I've not played anything for the last few days. Is because, you know, as everyone knows, I was playing Far Cry 5. I've done 2 out of the 3 territories. When I started the 3rd one, I was just like, I played this over too long a period, and now this is boring.
Yeah.
Sure.
I was loving it, but I've done it enough now. So
Mhm.
I don't want to play more of that. I don't want to go back to Conan, and I need something new. So
I mean, I've been playing Doom. I've been playing Borderlands 3. Actually, we played a bunch of that yesterday. We started the DLC. Do you know what I like about Borderlands 3 is, I think you mentioned this, Luke, already, but I am loving the fact that you don't have to be a certain level to do any of the content.
Yep.
You can just do it.
You can go
So we
anywhere and
started
it just
DLC.
scales to your level.
Yeah. And fuck, the DLC is great. The characters and stuff in Borderlands is so funny. Like, it's just, I don't know. Everything about it is just really entertaining to me. So,
I can let you know that you recently hit 30,000.
Did I?
You're on 30,418.
Wow. Oh, I wouldn't say recently. It could have been. I haven't got any achievements lately, I don't think.
You reached it on the 8th of March.
Okay. What was I doing?
You were playing The Witcher.
Oh, yeah, I was. Yeah.
Is all that information on there, or are you just keeping a real close eye on that?
He's just pulled out his notebook.
All this information is on there.
He's just checking his surveillance camera footage of what I was doing.
Yeah, that's right. It was the 6th of March.
You were wearing
around dinner time.
Jeans, a Devon Townsend t-shirt.
This is why I actually pay for a True Achievements account, so I get all this extra information
on your friends and family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I can recommend Borderlands 3 if you're into shooters, which I'm not sure that you are. But
I sometimes am, but what I really want is something that I'm going to become obsessed with. It's been so long since I've been obsessed.
You finished The Outer Worlds, didn't you?
No, I didn't start The Outer Worlds, actually.
Oh, The Outer Worlds is good.
Outer Worlds.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's Fallout.
In fact, I
Fallout
think
in
I might
space.
have purchased that
Yeah.
and not played it. So, okay. All right.
I recommend that.
Yeah, it's very good.
Did you say Fallout in space?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm there.
Yeah.
100% there.
It's the developers of Fallout made a game that is in gameplay, it's Fallout. Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. It's literally the Fallout New Vegas guys.
Well,
Obsidian.
Actually, and they're the people who made the original 2 Fallout games.
Right. It's very good.
So it's got the gameplay of Fallout New Vegas with the humor of Fallout 2.
Great.
And it is an amazing game, and you should play it.
Hey, I actually finished it, which has got to count for something.
That's right. I need to play through it again. I need to finish it for a second time.
Yeah, it's coming out on the Switch, which is, I don't know. I've not been playing the Switch very much, I'll be honest.
Oh, mate, put it on eBay. You'll get a fucking fortune for it.
Oh, is that true? Now I want it. I just...
I've recently installed Animal Crossing on it.
Oh, have you been playing that?
No, I haven't. I installed it, though.
I see everybody playing it, and I want to play it from seeing everybody else playing it, but then I remember playing... what was the one on 3DS?
Just Animal Crossing, wasn't it?
No, it was...
I remember sending abusive letters to a penguin that promised to come over to my house and never turned up, and then running him out of town.
Yeah. But then I remember playing... I just don't think... I don't think I'm going to actually end up liking it, and so I'm resisting it.
It's a game that you need to have a lot of time.
New Leaf was the 3DS one.
New Leaf. You need a lot of time because it's very grindy.
That's exactly. And then everybody else has apparently the time, but am I going to play that over the other games that I'm playing? Probably not. So
Hannah is loving it.
Mm-hmm.
She's in deep with Tom Nook.
Oh, God, that crafty fucking raccoon.
Hey, you now own a house. Pay me money.
I assume not, Dan. You've never played Animal Crossing?
No, I haven't. I think it's because I live too close to China, and it's banned there now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they banned it there this week. They realised that it was a platform for free speech, and they don't like that there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you've purchased it there and now it's been banned, do you get a refund?
Oh, I doubt it. I doubt
I
it.
think you might get arrested.
But you know the Switches are apparently sold out worldwide right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not know that either.
Yeah, so bad luck if you don't already have one.
But most people would already have one.
I think
That want one.
I think Animal Crossing came out, and a lot of people who didn't have one now want one. And
A lot of people in China. A billion of them.
yeah.
You know what's funny though is that the Chinese government have come out this week and said that there are no new COVID-19 cases in China.
Yeah, right.
But we know that there are some in Hong Kong and in Taiwan. So does this mean China has officially recognized those two territories as independent nations?
I think they're just referring to mainland China.
I think you know the answer, Dan. I think you know the answer to that.
But yeah, is it just there aren't any because they're not being made at the moment? Is that the reason?
Switches, I think they
Switches
just
or COVID-19?
Both.
No, I just think that everyone was like, fuck, I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands. I better get myself a Switch.
Yeah, I think it's just like the toilet paper situation where Nintendo was like, okay, we've settled into a rhythm here of, like manufacture and demand and all that kind of stuff. And then everyone was like, give us a fucking Switch now. And then they ran out.
All at once.
Went to the shops today just to do a bit of grocery shopping. Still, toilet paper shelves empty.
Really? Yeah. Apparently it got okay here for a bit, but now apparently it's bad again. Man, I can't get a fucking grocery delivery for the life of me anymore. So, not happening.
I can. Over here, they've got a thing where if you're an essential worker, you go on a special list, and I got a letter saying, I'm sensual.
Ugh.
You're sensual?
I'm very sensual.
I don't think that's what it says.
That's what it says after I changed the wording.
Oh. I mean, that's what I've always said.
I'm a very sensual person. For some reason, whenever I say that, I have to rub my chest.
Thanks for letting us and the listeners know.
You know what, Matt? Let's just take the fact that it was his chest as a win and move on.
I'm a very sharing person.
Uh-huh.
I won't hide anything from our listeners.
Anything.
Anything at all. I watched some movies during my time.
I like movies.
I'm watching some old movies. I'm rewatching.
How
movies I haven't
old?
seen.
Stripes?
Not Stripes. 60s.
Oh.
They're from the 60s.
Okay.
We could play a guessing game if you want.
Oh, sure.
James Bond?
Let's make this a fucking game.
Not James Bond. No.
Are they horror movies, Matt?
No, they're not
Okay.
horror movies. It's a genre that you might not expect. From
okay.
them.
Gone with the Wind.
No.
Not a genre.
Directed
and
by
not
an
from
Italian.
the 60s.
Directed by an Italian.
Okay. An
very
Italian,
famous.
but not Dario Argento.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very famous and iconic series.
Would I know it?
Yes. I'd be very
Ooh.
fucking surprised if you don't.
Did you say series?
Series, yeah. 3
Okay.
films I watched. Loosely a series. They've been made a series that I don't think they were really intended to be as tightly linked as people seem to think they are. I'm on a rewatch. I thought that they were.
Oh, are you
linked.
talking? Are they westerns?
They are. Yes.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, they don't have anything to do with each other, but they're all fucking great.
No.
What are they?
It's
Especially the first and the third.
Oh, well, see, okay, so we're talking about, it's Sergio Leone, it's they call it, what is it, the Man with No Name trilogy now, but it's kind of just like 3 films that he made.
They were calling it the Dollars trilogy at one stage.
Yeah, but the third one doesn't
have any dollars
Well,
in the
it's
title.
all about money. No, it doesn't, it's gold, not even dollars that they're after. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's A Fistful of Dollars, or For a Fistful of Dollars, I think is the full name, for a few dollars more, and then The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. You familiar with?
I've heard of them. They've got Clint in them.
That's
do.
correct. And so I rewatched them all. And I remember I always thought Good, the Bad, and the Ugly was the best. But I think that's because everybody says that.
Right.
And it is, I mean, they're all fantastic. But I'm not sure it is the best of them. I think on this rewatch, I liked For a Few Dollars More the most.
Really? It's been years since
Yeah.
I've seen that one, so I really should go back.
It's just...
Yeah, like I remember watching them when I was like young, but
Yes.
I could not for the life of me remember what's in them. Is there one where someone wears like an oven door as body armor?
Yeah. Well, it's a piece of mining equipment, but yes.
Okay.
You're thinking of an oven door because you're thinking of Back to the Future 3.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But that's a play on that. That's, yeah, For a Fistful of Dollars.
Yeah.
He does that. But yeah, great movies, great fucking amazing soundtrack. That's because The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, I listen to the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly soundtrack all the time. It's one of my favorite soundtracks ever.
I know,
was
I
like,
saw
actually,
you
it was
holding
just
it on
fucking
vinyl
really-
in France last year, trying to decide if you could get it back to
I
America.
own it now. I own it on vinyl now.
Great.
Yeah, one of my favorite scores. And I was like, I got to watch the movie again to see the music kind of in situ because it's been so long. And then, I mean, yeah, it's fantastic. But and it's weird that they're not linked because they've all got Clint Eastwood as basically the same character, but it's not. And 2 of them have fucking what's that guy's name? The guy who's the other bounty hunter in the second one.
You know, it's probably going to be they're not linked for a stupid licensing reason or something like that.
No, I think it's just it's kind of like they just wanted to make they kind of expand on.
Well, actually, back then things didn't have to be a trilogy or
Exactly.
anything.
I think he made the first one, and he was like, "All right, we can do a better one." And then so he just got everybody back, and he's like, "All right, let's do another one." And it's like
it's like Mad Max, really.
Yes, exactly.
They're not sequels, but they're about the same character, more or less.
They're more like legends about Clint Eastwood's character, and they're not necessarily sequential or anything. It's just kind of like a story about that character that may or may not take place in the same world as the others. Because it's got actors, the same actors, playing completely different characters in the films. Like the guy who's the bounty hunter in the second one is I guess he's a bounty hunter in the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly as well. But like I said, it's just the same people, but they're not the same characters.
Yeah.
Anyway, I recommend them. Fucking great. Slow, but it's because they were made in the 60s. So
I'm fine
You
with
don't need
slow.
explosions every 2 minutes.
correct. Yeah, it spends a lot of time on cinematography, and it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
And the way they're really just like the way he shoots everything. He started a lot of that stuff with the way he shot the shootouts and and all that kind of stuff with the close-ups to the wides and all that kind of stuff. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, everything in super deep focus.
Yeah. Yes. And then I don't know where they shot all this. I assume Italy, actually.
Yeah, I think it's Italy or even Spain for some of it.
But like particularly each one ends in like a big shootout, obviously. And then like that cemetery at the end of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. What a fucking beautiful location. So good.
I just remember when I was a kid, that scene in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly where they're wearing the Confederate uniforms and they see soldiers coming. They're like, oh, they're great. They're like us. And then they just start dusting themselves off and they're Union soldiers underneath. Fuck. When I was a kid, I was like, movies are great.
I know.
You know what's a great Western that I only saw for the first time this year is The Wild Bunch, also from the 60s, but this one's True Blue American. So you should put this on your list if you haven't seen it. Luke, I'd be surprised if you haven't seen this with your dad at some point.
Oh, I may have, but I don't remember.
Yeah, but this is the quintessential like group of bandits who actually want to retire, but just need to pull off one big score first, and it's great.
Do they do it?
Spoilers.
No, they don't. They don't.
I used to watch a lot of John Wayne westerns with my dad when I was younger.
Yeah.
He was more of a John Wayne guy than a Clint Eastwood guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they were late night movies, weren't they?
The John Wayne ones?
I for some reason I remember there was like the Sunday afternoon movie, but then there were also Kung Fu was normally at late at night.
The TV series.
Westerns in the afternoon, Kung Fu at night.
I
Kung
just
Fu's
remember
sort of a western.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sort of.
Well, I mean, Kurosawa remade Fistful of Dollars.
Well, I think it's the other way around, isn't it? Didn't he successfully sue Sergio Leone for ripping off?
Oh, is it that way around? I can never get it right.
What's the film?
Oh, is it Yojimbo, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yojimbo, yes. Yeah, I think he actually won a lawsuit over
Right.
that. And then George Lucas narrowly escaped one. For Star Wars.
Yeah, that's right. But I think he only did that because Lucasfilm produced a Kurosawa movie like in the years following Empire Strikes Back.
Ah.
So I
So it
think,
might be a bit of like, don't sue us, but we'll help you out.
yeah,
doing
let's
this.
not say I paid you off. Let's just say I'm now producing your future films.
Yeah.
Because there are early drafts of Star Wars where it's like literally just name swapped the Hidden Fortress.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then unfortunately, he admitted that he had done that, which is why he would have gotten into trouble for it. I think if he just ever said anything.
But
it would have been
Tarantino
fine.
admits what he steals from, and he never gets in trouble.
Yeah. I guess his is possibly less explicit. Tarantino never says, I took the script and I did a find and replace on the characters' names. Like,
That's right.
I think George Lucas kind
Hidden
of
Fortress
admitted that he did that at one point.
is literally about like a skinny slave and a fat slave who escape and then go and get a farmer to go and rescue a princess.
Everything's a copy of something.
Yeah, that's true too.
Except for my movies.
The
The movies you're in or the movies you've produced?
Written.
The movies I'm in, the television shows I have an idea for. Remember my X-Wing
I'll tell you
Battlestar
right
Galactica
now, some of the
rip-off?
movies you're in are definitely plagiarized of other movies.
You mentioned off air
Yes.
that you were unimpressed by a television series that everybody else seems to be quite
the rest of the world
into.
absolutely loves.
So-
yes.
Talk
Now,
us
have
through
you
this.
finished this?
I have finished it and also already watched their special episode 8
Oh,
thing.
shit, I haven't done that.
Oh, that's out already?
That's out. Do not bother.
Is it just Joel McHale telling you about the story of the show you just
It's
watched?
Joel McHale just doing an interview with some of the people who were on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, that could still be good. I like Joel McHale.
I do but yeah, this is not what you were expecting it to be. It's
All right.
not like another episode. It is just
All right, but you didn't
Yeah.
like the show. Is that what you're telling us?
I didn't. It's not like I hated it or anything. I just don't see what the big fuss is about. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. I just
You just were
The
like,
guy's
it's just a bunch of
batshit
normal
crazy.
people doing normal
They are-
stuff.
Yeah.
all crazy.
Matt, when you're Luke Alderson, it takes a lot
Mm.
before you'll go,
Yeah.
well, that's a bit weird.
Yeah. To get that eyebrow raised is very difficult.
That's
It's fucking two straight men marrying a gay guy. He's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've lived a very
Woman fed her
strange
husband
life.
a tiger. Oh, yeah. Not impressed.
Yeah. Test me, Netflix. Well, Luke, would you consider watching the film made about Joe Exotic's life starring Rob Lowe as Joe Exotic?
No.
Okay. There you go.
And I also think by the time that they get around to making this, I think the novelty will have worn off for a lot of people as well.
That's possible. Isn't there a TV series starring Kate McKinnon coming out as well or something? She's...
Yeah, I think that a lot of people are looking to cash in on this now. And I think part of the reason why this did so well is the fact everyone is locked inside. I think that has played a bit of a part to it.
The fact that they were forced to watch it.
Yeah, again,
No, you might be right.
Yes.
That's on the poster. Watch this if you're locked in a room and can't look away from the screen.
No, but I think it's
he's
a
got a
bit of
point
that
there.
mass hysteria. Everyone's got a bit cabin crazy, and sort of the world sort of latched
Yeah.
onto this one thing that they could all get behind.
You might be right about that, actually. Do you know this show, Tiger King, has more people have watched this than have watched season 2 of Stranger Things.
God
Which-
damn.
And when you think about what a fucking cultural thing Stranger Things was, that's fucking mind-blowing.
But there was some stuff I was watching in this that was like, still, what the hell? Like the whole, that guy gets his arm eaten by a tiger.
Yep. It's a girl, but yeah.
As a woman, yeah.
No, identifies as a man.
Okay. I didn't know that, but fine. All right.
Mhm.
You have done
No,
further
that actually-
research.
Yeah, I was going to say, jeez.
Only reason I know that was because I've watched the most recent episode. And John McHale actually asks, like, they refer to you as her and that, but you identify as male. And
There you
he
go.
basically went, look, it bothered a lot of other people more than it bothered me.
All right.
But yeah, does that the guy that loses both legs in a ziplining accident that they sort of just gloss over?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he obviously, I just assumed he clipped something with his legs.
Yeah, but still, it's.
Yeah, you wanted the details.
And then one of the
But he even
alligators,
says that.
crocodiles.
He says, look, everyone who sees my legs just hopes they were gnawed off by tigers, but I'm sorry they weren't.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I wish they were, frankly.
You know how the film studio was burnt down and there was like alligators in them? One of those alligators was owned by Michael Jackson.
Oh my God.
Is this all information from that extra episode?
Well, yeah, you're certainly not talking us out of looking at it.
No, this is stuff that Hannah's been telling me.
God. Yeah.
Hannah's done research into it. But yeah,
God.
just stuff like that,
So
which
we
they
need to
didn't
interview Hannah,
have in
is
the
what you're
show.
saying.
Yeah, you did have Hannah on here.
Good
She's a lot
idea.
better than me.
Yeah, well, I mean, just generally speaking, yes. She
Yes.
is.
Guys,
Yeah.
I don't want to railroad this conversation, but I've just
Go
seen
on.
some news.
Mm.
Tim Brooke Taylor died.
Oh, no.
And do you know what
From
he
the
died
goodies?
of? Yeah. He died of
COVID-19?
coronavirus.
Ah, that's fucked.
Yeah, it affects everyone. But so
10 minutes ago.
for people who don't know him, he was in the goodies. That's where I
Yeah,
know
man.
him from.
I fucking
Yeah.
saw the goodies
And
live in Sydney.
Did you? That's great.
Yes.
And if you don't know him from the goodies, you've definitely seen him in other things. I think he's even plays a cameo role in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, man, what a top guy he was. Oh, that sucks.
This is the first person that I've seen who's died of coronavirus that I've actually, been a...
Loved.
Well,
Sure. Affected your life in some way.
Well, I don't want to say it and sound callous because, there's
No,
been
I know what you mean.
people that have been killed, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's part of the thing that makes it hard for a lot of people to actually take the coronavirus seriously because it hasn't really affected... Because it's shut down the world, but people don't really understand why because it hasn't really affected their lives.
And in a weird way,
I think it's going to, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it is too. And we're in total lockdown now, and you're only allowed to leave your house to buy food or to exercise outdoors, which is really, really vague. So more people are outdoors exercising in big groups than they ever have before.
So in Australia, you're allowed to exercise. Go to somewhere and exercise, but only maximum of 2 people.
Yeah, we don't have that, and I think that's what it's supposed to be. You can still go for a walk. You don't have to turn into a potato inside your house. But then I saw
supposed to go and play
bunch
soccer
of people
with all your friends.
Yeah, carrying a basketball down the street, and I'm like, guys, you're pushing this.
I feel
in Australia, some guys got fined for playing cricket in a park.
Really? Yeah, there you go.
It weirds me out that people think it's a game.
It's a
right?
loophole.
If I can find a loophole, then it's okay for me to do this.
Yeah, the virus won't get me because
I know they said we could stay home, we had to stay home, but they said we could go and play, we could go and exercise. So, we're out.
Yeah. Haha, we got you. Well, Hannah was telling the story how people were saying, oh, we've found a way to get around it. We're staying a distance apart, but we're going to play cards. So, that's a terrible idea because...
I just don't understand why people want to, what don't you understand about this? It's not just because it's not arbitrary rules. It's so you don't fucking catch this thing.
The governments didn't get together and come up with this evil plan to shut down the entire world and cost billions of dollars.
Yeah, I know. They're not doing it for fun.
Man, there were people outside my building flying kites today. And I'm like, I bet you've never flown a fucking kite in your life. Stay inside. Let's not share this around. And pretty soon, no one will have it anymore.
Yep.
I've been training for this for many, many years, though.
Yeah. And ironically, you still have to go to work.
Go to work.
Yeah.
But when I come home from work on a Friday, I go inside, pants come off, not leaving the house till Monday. So I'm ready for this locked inside business. I'm easy. But no, I still have to go to work because I'm sensual.
Yeah, Jenna's got to go to work as well. So I guess she's also sensual.
Yes.
not heard it described that way, but that's fine.
I don't know. I've heard at least one animal hand job story from her work. So
it's in the family, I guess.
To be clear, for those of you who just don't know what I'm talking about, it wasn't Jenna who was giving the hand job.
Yeah, let's be clear about that. Yes, so she's still got to go to work, so she's kind of designated go out and do things if things need to be done, like get food and supplies and whatnot, because since she's out anyway. But that also means
fights to get toilet paper.
Well, it also means that I really need to isolate well as well because I'm in contact with her, and then I don't know. We're kind of like we like, for example, we couldn't go see her parents because that would be dangerous. So
because they are fucking psychos.
That's right. Yeah, so it's been a pretty quiet birthday, actually. Couldn't go to the club.
Yeah, it would
like
be.
I normally would.
No club, no party.
No sharing needles.
And that's that one time a year where you're happy to share.
That's right. Normally it's all mine. Anyway, on that, are we naming Tim Brooke Taylor Geek of the Week? We do have some others.
We most certainly are.
Look, before you do that, it's good that you've got him there, but can I throw out another Geek of the Week candidate?
Sure.
Okay.
Holy shit, I've just seen this. Honor Blackman died?
Yeah, I added that in, yeah.
No.
Yep. AKA Pussy Galore from James Bond.
From
Goldfinger.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she was one of the original and best Bond girls.
Yep.
That's a shame. She didn't die of coronavirus, I assume. She would have been 90 years old if she was a day.
94. natural causes. So I don't think so.
Mm.
Oh man, one of the people
Yeah.
we've lost a few people in Rhode Island to
Sean
this
Connery
thing.
slapped her to death.
Oh, God. We've lost a few elderly people in Rhode Island to coronavirus, and they announced the other day one of the people who died of coronavirus was over 100 years old, and I was like,
Wow.
"Fuck, man! Imagine you made it to like 100 and whatever, 100 and anything, and then
And then
this
died
because
because you touched your face.
Like, what a cunt virus!
Yeah.
Honestly, like, how old could they have gotten to? We'll never know. 100. Anyway, Honor Blackman. Wait, Geek S? Do we have Geek S? Or is Geek?
What,
That's
women
just
can't be
geek.
geeks?
I've been led to believe.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in the 80s and 90s, Dan. I
Yeah,
didn't see any
well, that's
women.
true. That's true.
Well,
I'm going to throw in a
I'm
third
woke.
one, okay? Because we can only have one geek of the week, right? So we've got Honor Blackman, who plays Pussy Galore in Goldfinger. We've got Tim
I
Brooke
bet
Taylor.
Luke's not impressed by her. I'm guessing Luke's
Doesn't
not impressed
sound
by
like it.
Honor
Doesn't
Blackman.
sound like it.
Oh, I was going to give it, but
Maybe if her name was Honor Blackface, because Luke does.
Yeah. Maybe if she was on a black man.
God.
I'm throwing out Linda Tripp in this as well, because she died this week. You guys remember Linda Tripp?
Linda Tripp.
Linda
Let me
Tripp's
do-
the one who illegally recorded phone conversations between
Oh.
Slick Willie and Monica Lewinsky and blew the whistle on the whole getting a blowjob in the Oval Office thing.
see, I still don't see why that was a problem.
Which part of it?
I really don't.
Which part of it?
It was a problem because he lied about it.
Yeah, but why did he have to answer the question anyway?
I mean, you know.
Imagine Luke was the judge in all of this, in all of that. Or like, well,
Yeah.
judge, like the fucking Senate or whoever fucking decides that stuff. Luke is the
Yeah,
Senate.
I never understood that at
Like
all. So he
Palpatine.
got a blowjob
I am the Senate.
and then got in trouble because he lied about saying it. Well, why
Yeah.
did he have to answer that question to begin with?
Because someone was like, "Did you get a blowjob, Bill?" And he was like, "No." And then that's it, impeached.
Yeah. They're like, did you put a cigar in your intern's vagina and then smoke that cigar? And he's like,
No.
Didn't smoke it.